Hello, everybody, and welcome to Full Court MACtion Men's Basketball Tournament Edition from Rocket Arena in downtown Cleveland. I'm Dave Bacon. Coming up on this edition of Full Court MACtion, we'll take a look at quarterfinal highlights from all the men's games. We will also hear from the men's Player of the Year and Coach of the Year, and we'll preview the semifinal matchups. We begin with highlights of the 1-8 matchup. The 8th seed, Bowling Green, led by Marcus Johnson, taking on the top seed, Akron Zips. They've only lost once in conference play, and they live by knocking down three-pointers. Akron comes out shooting. Tavari Johnson knocks down a three. This time it's Seth Wilson from the corner. Wilson again. He had 15. Isaiah Gray with another three-pointer. Wilson measures it and knocks it down. He had 15. Sharon Young with a three. He had 12. This time, Bowen Hardman sets up for three and knocks it down. Hardman again with the three. Hardman had 17, 6 zips in double figures. Akron wins it by 29 and led the entire way.
You know, I thought we took good shots for the most part, maybe at the end a little bit with the last group that played. I was teasing Evan because I thought he was trying to score there. I said, Evan, you may be the only guy that's being thirsty out here right now. Let's, just to mess around with him. But, I thought we moved the ball and I thought we took what was there. If we shoot 50 or 60 of them, I don't really care. So I'm fine with that, as long as they're good ones.
Akron was 16 of 39 from three-point range, 41%. Seth Wilson, the transfer in from West Virginia, was 5 of 7 to lead the way for the Zips. Akron never trailed, and the top seed looked really impressive in their win over Bowling Green.
Our guys were locked in the last 3 days. I thought we played like we practiced, in particular the last 2 practices. I've got a great staff and support staff who helped prepare the guys. And the guys bought in to what we needed to get done today. I thought the thing that stood out was our defensive impact consistently over the course of the 40 minutes. We had a few mistakes here and there, but that happens. I thought our ability to keep our composure and poise and have mental toughness and get to the next play was really good today. And then offensively, obviously, 21 assists on 34 field goals. I thought we were super unselfish, moving the ball, playing together. We've got a group that really doesn't care who shoots as long as we get a great shot.
40 minutes that we play together the whole game. We're trying to win every game. We don't care about the score. We play about how we play and what we're doing as a team over here in Akron, and that's what we were worried about most.
Yeah, I think it really speaks to our slogan too: all gas, no breaks.
Yeah.
Like you said, you got to be able to finish games, especially in March, and I think we did a pretty good job today. Just got to keep building off of it.
So Akron claims the first spot in the men's semifinals. The 4-5 matchup between Ohio and Jackson Pavlevsky, and Toledo and Sam Lewis to claim the spot to play the top-seeded Zips. It was a close game the entire way. Isaiah Adams on the drive. He gets the bucket for the Rockets. Adams had 26 for Toledo. Jackson Pavlevsky, the drive, the step back from 15. He knocks it down. Pavlevsky had 28 to lead all scorers. Time running out. Sonny Wilson is fouled by the Ohio Bobcats with Toledo down 1. He gets 2 free throws. Chance to win the game. Wilson splits the pair. The Bobcats have survived. It goes to overtime. You see the celebration and the praise that you have a chance if you're Ohio. In the overtime, Aiden Hadaway going to work in the lane, gets that runner to fall. Hadaway to Pavlevsky. Good pass out. The 3 ball is knocked down by A.J. Clayton. But Toledo answers the call. Sam Lewis, way behind the arc, an NBA three-pointer. He knocks it down. Lewis on the drive, the little turnaround. He muscles it in and gets the bucket. Sam Lewis had 21, and Toledo survives and advances 90-85. They beat Ohio in overtime.
I thought we played incredibly hard. First half, we had some guys maybe force some things. Second half, Javen just wasn't Javen. We had too many turnovers, but thought offensively we got stagnant in the second half. But proud of our win, and we're moving on.
I would say just to continue to just stay positive. That's what we've been preaching ever since our last game that we won. We played them again, our last game of the season. We're just trying to build on that, just playing great defense. That's what we've been preaching all day in practice. That's what's been our problem all year, is trying to guard and stay in front of people. So us being able to do that is what we've been preaching and wanted to put emphasis on, making it a tough game.
Sam Lewis came up big for the Rockets. 4 block shots. You saw one of them there, and he was big on the offensive end. Scoops that one in from behind the arc. He hits the 3. On the drive, give him the hoop and one with some muscle. 21 points, 4 blocks for Lewis.
Defense. Preaching it to my guys. Just helping the helper, just being there for them. And then J.I. was talking to me. I didn't score for like 15 minutes. So I had to step up here in overtime.
This has been said for 50 years in the NCAA tournament or college, conference tournaments. Your best players got to step up and make plays. It's just, they have to. They got to make free throws and they got to make plays. And Isaiah made plays tonight. Seth made plays tonight. Sam made plays tonight. And we will get more out of Javen tomorrow and Bryce tomorrow. Those 2 guys will perform better than they did tonight.
We continue to push the pace on full court MACtion from the men's basketball tournament. Half the semifinals are set. We'll check in on Miami and Eastern Michigan and Kent State and Western Michigan. Full court MACtion from the men's basketball tournament. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Full court MACtion from the men's basketball tournament continues from Rocket Arena. We keep telling you it's the 25th anniversary of the MAC tournament here at Rocket Arena. We're showing you some of the behind the scenes setups for the different teams that have qualified for this tournament. The 2nd seed, Miami, led by Cam Kraft, taking on the 7th seed, Eastern Michigan, led by Jalen Terry. Jalen Terry had 21 for the Eagles. The ball ends up in the hands of Christian Henry. He knocks down the 3. Henry open for 3, gets 3 more. He had 24 to lead the Eagles. Close game in the second half, and Cam Kraft dials long distance, hits the 3. Peter Suter inside to Reese Potter. Suter, 10 assists, 10 rebounds. Cam Kraft just kept hitting 3 balls. Wide open from well behind the line. He knocks it down. Inside, it's Reese Potter again, throwing it down with 2 hands, and Miami goes on to win it. They defeat Eastern Michigan 81-75.
I thought our execution there in the second half was really good on the offensive end. I thought we set back a game of basketball in the first half. Couldn't score. I did think we were getting pretty good looks. Then we started to panic a little bit, over dribbled it, and give Eastern Michigan a lot of credit. And they took us out of our offense and out of what we wanted to do. And then I thought, like I said, in the second half, our offensive execution was tremendous. And we had multiple efforts, whether it was Reese, whether it was Antoine, Ian on Deshaun Nelson, who's, I think, one of the best, if not the best big in the league. He's right there. I voted him first team all league. He's super talented, and he's kicked our tail in the previous game. And we threw the cavalry after him, tried to frustrate him, and I thought we did a good job with that. Then we closed the game. He had great productivity off the bench with Evan. Evan was tremendous. Reese was tremendous. And again, it's just strength in numbers. That's what makes us a really good team. So, it's a quick turnaround here. We didn't come here just to win one game. The job's not finished, as Kobe Bryant once said, R.I.P. Kobe. We're here to stay here, hopefully all the way through Saturday.
Cam Kraft showed up big for the Redhawks. Inside, gets the tough layup to go, but he really did his damage from behind the line. Cam Kraft, 6 of 10 from three-point range, also had 8 rebounds and 24 points as he leads the Redhawks to the quarterfinal victory over Eastern Michigan, 81-75.
That's every night for us. I feel like, strength in numbers, as our coach says. We pride ourselves into that. We don't necessarily see us as a bench thing. We think all 9 guys could play anywhere in the country. So we call ourselves the bench mob, as we like to say. And so we know once we come in, we need to provide that juice, provide that energy off the bench, provide that fire. And, we were able to do that tonight. And, got to keep that going.
Yeah, I thought we struggled offensively in the first half, so I was able to get us going by making some tough shots. We only scored 29 points, and then we finished with 81. So that shows we scored 50 points in the second half. So we just started producing and doing what we normally do. We're one of the best shooting teams in the country. So getting us going early, I think, really helped us stay in the game. And then as the game progressed, we water always finds its level, as Coach says. So we showed that in the second half.
One spot in the semifinals remains open opposite the Miami Redhawks. It's the winner of the 3-6 matchup. The 3 seed Kent State, led by Von Cameron Davis, and the 6th seed Western Michigan, led by Chancey Willis. The Golden Flashes got it rolling early. They get the ball inside to Hornbeak, and he throws it down for the dunk. Flashes continue to go inside. Gillespie with an easy dunk as well. Western Michigan playing some defense. Nice job. Donovan Williams in the passing lane, gets the steal and uses the body to get the hoop. Owen Lobsinger hits from outside. Lobsinger very good off the bench for the Broncos. Corner three, he had 16, but the Flashes pulled away in the second half. Sion Medley was one of 4 Golden Flashes in double figures. Medley again. Nice move inside the spin. He gets the bucket. He had 13. Kent State advances 73-66.
Yeah, great to get a win up here again. It's always awesome to be up in Cleveland. It was a long day waiting around, watching all the other teams play, and then with the overtime game, us starting late. So, getting off to a great start in the first half. A lot of it having to do with Keys and him having a great first half. And obviously Jalen played well, but we had a lot of guys play well. Rico with a double-double. Game got tight, but give Western Michigan a lot of credit. They have good players and competed really hard, but proud of our guys for getting a win here. It's always hard to win these games in the conference tournament, and it takes a 40-minute effort. And at the end, when we needed to get a few stops, I think we did.
The semifinal matchups are set. Coming up on Full Court MACtion from the men's basketball tournament, we'll hear from the Mid-American Conference Coach of the Year and the Player of the Year. Don't go anywhere. Full Court MACtion from the men's basketball tournament. We'll be right back. Full Court MACtion from the men's basketball tournament at Rocket Arena continues, and we're pleased to be joined by the Player of the Year from the University of Akron, Nate Johnson. Nate, congratulations. If I had told you end of last year, you're going to be Mid-American Conference Player of the Year, what would your reaction have been?
I'd have looked at you crazy. But, it was more of the older guys last year. They knew, they had to trust in me that this year was going to be a good year for us and the team. And, that award only comes from having a good team and winning, so.
And you guys have been the best team pretty much from start to finish. What is it about this group and your role that has enabled you to have the success you have so far?
We're just a togetherness team. We all like each other, as you see on the court. We all happy when it doesn't matter who scores or who makes a play. We're just happy that, basket's going in, we're getting stops from defense. And our chemistry is just through the roof. So, this team is just, we're doing everything at this point right now. So hopefully we keep it going and keep going 1-0 each day.
When you look at what you want to do and what you bring to the team, what's the most important thing you do for the success of this team?
Whatever they need me to do. If it's a score, I try to go out and score. But, at the most part, it's more to get confidence in my teammates, and they bring confidence to me too. So I just try to be an impact game on defense, offense, whatever I can do to help us win. That's all that matters to me.
So last year it was Enrique Freeman who was the Player of the Year. This year's a little bit different feel and a different mix because it isn't any one guy. How nice is it to be a part of a team that truly goes 10, 11, 12 deep?
It's really nice. You stay fresh on the court with all the subs that we have, and I just see today, we had about 6, 7 guys in double figures. You got to love having that type of team and that type of feel with guys that, just love each other, so.
Nate Johnson, congratulations, Mid-American Conference Player of the Year. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
From Player of the Year, Nate Johnson for the University of Akron, to Coach of the Year, John Gross from the University of Akron. Coach, first of all, I got to ask you, Nate Johnson, the development you have seen from the time he came to Mid-American Conference Player of the Year.
Nate's a stud. He really is. I mean, he plays both ends of the floor. He can defend, obviously, or you don't win Defensive Player of the Year. He defensive rebounds, he gets steals, he gets deflections, he's smart, he's great in scouting. Offensively, he's a well-rounded player. He can get you on the offensive glass, he can get to the free throw line, he can drive it, he can shoot it and score it, and he can play make for others. You know, I love Nate, and it's been really cool. You ask about his development. We made the decision together with him, and in particular his mother, to redshirt in his first year. And then from there, he just kept getting better every single year. Give our staff credit, but most importantly, give Nate credit for buying into the plan and continuing to get better from year to year, to the point now where he's certainly one of the better players in our league.
A different look for the Zips this year. You go deep, you're running guys. What necessitated that? How happy are you with it? How satisfying is it that you've had so much success?
Well, obviously we style changed it, right, which is what you're talking about. We had a group of guys that were the all-time winningest class in Akron history finish last year, with Freeman, Ali, Greg Tribble, Sammy, Caleb, all those guys, Mike Dawson. So we had a new team, 9 newcomers. There's only 4 guys in our 10-man rotation that even played a second for Akron last year. So we thought we could be pretty deep. So that constituted us thinking about playing faster, more up-tempo. I thought it fit our personnel better. We wanted to play that way anyway. I had a coach in our league say to me, "Hey, man, we're watching you on film. What happened to walking it up the floor and throwing it into Freeman?" And I said to him, "Well, Freeman got drafted by the Pacers. He's a pro." I said, if we didn't throw it to him, they might have let me go. So we had to figure that one out. But we're a different team now stylistically than last year. Defensively, very similar, but the biggest change has been on the offensive end.
Given that, how satisfying is it for you as a coach and your coaching staff? These guys seem to really like playing with each other and for each other, given that you have so many newcomers.
Yeah, we have a great group that really sacrifices and makes a commitment to do this at a high level. We've got 10 guys. They were just talking in the presser about 40-plus bench points. We've had games with 50-plus, a lot. And a lot of times we don't fall off when we sub. That strength in numbers approach has been great for us. But in order to do that, everybody's got to buy in. They got to cheer for one another, be happy for one another's success, because who produces the most changes from game to game. I think it makes us harder to play against, but you got to have guys with the right mentality to embrace and accept that.
Before I let you go, reaction to being named Coach of the Year?
Well, the first thing is number one, if your team doesn't win, that's the biggest reason why, right? So give the guys credit, our team credit, and then we've got a great staff, an unbelievable support staff, a community that cares about basketball. So when you win an award like that, it's not one person. It's so many people that are involved to be able to win an award like that. So it's really, I think, a reflection of Akron as a whole rather than an individual.
John Gross, congratulations.
Thank you.
Coach of the Year, John Gross. We're going to take a quick timeout on Full Court MACtion from the men's basketball tournament at Rocket Arena. When we return, we preview the semifinals, starting with the Akron Zips. Stay with us. Welcome back to Full Court MACtion, men's basketball tournament edition from Rocket Arena in downtown Cleveland. The top 4 seeds held true in the quarterfinals. So Akron, the top seed, will take on Toledo, the 4th seed, as we preview the Mid-American Conference men's basketball tournament semifinals. The first time Akron and Toledo met, 85-78, Akron won. Nate Johnson, Player of the Year, 28 points. He was 12 of 23 from the field, had 9 rebounds. MAC analyst Rhett Boyd with his thoughts on Akron against Toledo.
Our first semifinal is set in the Mid-American Conference Tournament. The number 1 seed, Akron Zips, they advance to take on the 4 seed, the Toledo Rockets, who won in overtime over the Ohio Bobcats. When you look at the two meetings between these two clubs earlier this year, Akron had to come back from a double-digit deficit at home to get the victory. And Toledo, just a week and a half ago, down 24 in the second half, was able to cut the Akron lead to a 1 possession before Akron was able to come away with a road victory. I think for Akron, the key is for them defensively to be able to defend without fouling, keeping Toledo off the free throw line. And then for the Toledo Rockets, it's going to be the ability to defend against Akron's screen roll game and also cover up the perimeter, as well as we saw Akron knock down 16 threes in their opening round victory against Bowling Green. So we'll see how it all shakes out after 40 minutes.
Miami defeated Kent State both times they played in the regular season in Kent. Sullinger had 13 to lead the Flashes, but Miami had 4 in double figures, led by Brent Byers' 15. MAC analyst Rhett Boyd with his thoughts on the Miami-Kent semifinal matchup.
When you look at this matchup, they played twice in the regular season. Miami, the winners in both ball games, the last one in overtime. And there's 2 factors for both clubs that have played out in those 2 games that need to be taken care of going into the semifinal matchup, and that is 1, ball security. Both teams did an excellent job of converting turnovers into points, in terms of in the high teens, early 20s in terms of points, and then to be able to defend without fouling. Again, both clubs got to the free throw line with a tremendous amount of success. So who can do those 2 things better will come away or give themselves a great chance to come away with the victory and play for a Mid-American Conference Championship on Saturday evening.
That'll do it for this edition of Full Court MACtion from the men's basketball tournament at Rocket Arena in downtown Cleveland. Good luck to all the teams as they fight to earn a berth in the NCAA basketball tournament. We'll see you next time on Full Court MACtion.